everyone, Mark from the Geek Church here, and today I've got some great products from Nomad. I've got these cases, and I've also got this particular stand, and we're going to be opening this up, trying this out, right after this. Alright, now it's the time where I say, like, this is, I've reviewed Nomad before, blah, 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 blah. You probably know the drill if you've watched my show enough. But seriously, Nomad does make some really interesting products here, and they usually are very good with leather. So I think the best thing I can do is kind of put this to the side for now. And then we're going to just review one of these things one at a time. For some reason, they sent me them for the Pro Max, and they did the same thing when I got the UAG cases. And I think the guy that sent me them was pretty much the same guy. Okay, maybe I'm revealing too much there. Anyway, let's look at these cases. Okay, I think it's best that I just start with the one on top here, or the one that I have here, that's magnetic leather back. And this one is probably going to surprise you. So let's just open this up. Yeah, this is it right here, and it comes like this. Like, seriously. This is all it kind of comes with. Now, the Nomad, I think, is very good at being, what's the word I'm looking for? They have this kind of thing they have where they say, like, proudly carbon neutral since 2020. And I believe it, honestly, because these things look very carbon neutral. And the fact that this isn't really a case, but more this. Yeah, this is what you get. I know, this kind of surprised me when I first saw this, and I thought, whoa, is that what I'm getting? And I'm thinking, like, well, I mean, I gotta admit, that's kind of cool. All right, now unfortunately I don't have an iPhone 17 Pro Max to demonstrate this on. Otherwise, it would look cool, wouldn't it? I do have this phone here, so we'll just put it on there. See, that's how it works. You just kind of stick it on there, and bam, there it is. Yeah, I know. I This is the one time as a reviewer I wish I had more of a budget, or at least I had every big phone that was out now. That way I could just like go, oh yeah, it'd be so awesome. I'd have a shelf behind here and it's just like iPhone's 17, let's go. And I would just do it, but we don't. So we do have this. So what can I say about this? Well, it's not called the leather back actually it probably is called the leather back because technically it's a leather back. There's more to say about this though. Okay, I'm going to use a term that I've used before when talking about Nomad. It's Halloween leather, not Halloween leather. That's coming up in a month. But essentially, it's minimally treated, and so it preserves the many natural features of the hide. Yeah, I'm reading that from the website. But essentially, it embraces the imperfections as a sign of authenticity and personality. And I got to admit, honestly, this doesn't feel like it has a lot of imperfections, really. I mean, if you look at it, that almost looks just perfect as far as I'm concerned. But hey, what do I know? I'm not much of a... what's the term? Is it leather daddy? It probably isn't.
I'm looking for something that says, Dad likes leather.
Something that says, leather daddy?
Oh, is there such a thing?
Okay, now the leather will come in handy because it'll naturally buff out marks and scratches due to its rich patina. There's a vocabulary word for today. But yeah, this will last a while, so it's very good. Okay, the price is also very good at about $49. Yeah, I know, so it's not like a bit. I think they made this with a backing and they just said, hey, it's like they took a normal case, they just went, and they said, like, we cut the price in half. Yeah. So you get this for about $49 on the Nomad site right now. Okay, it's time to move on with another case. Okay, this particular guy is the modern leather folio. And folio, if you're not aware, is basically a term that kind of means usually folding in half. So let me just get this out. And yeah, you're going to see this thing once I pull it out here. That's about all that's in the box. But here it is. Unfortunately, I don't have the iPhone 17 Pro Max, but you can pretty easily imagine what it would look like in here. Well, if you can't. Ta-da! Okay, yeah, this is a little short, but anyway. So it looks like, yeah, this is made to sort of store stuff in here. And there's a removable magnetic clasp in here. So, oh, that's nice. This is kind of cool here. So what can I do with this? Okay, dude, all right, I'm gonna put this aside for now. Gonna definitely, but I want to show off the pockets. See, we can put like 3 cards in there. We can even stash a little money in there if we like. And this is pretty good for your wallet too, so you might have some money left over after you buy this. We'll get to the price here. I want to discuss some of the features. Anybody want to look into this? Okay, so I checked out the website, and this is how this works. This sticks in here, and hopefully I'll get this done here. Yeah, man, I don't really want to damage this thing. Getting this thing out might be a problem. Maybe it's better if I just kind of show what it looks like on the outside. See? So you have this thing, and you can take this off, and then you can open it there. Okay, this is also made of the Horween leather, the thing I talked about a bit earlier. And the cool part is there's sort of a camera control button here. Yeah, unfortunately, I wish I could demonstrate how cool that is. But unfortunately, I don't really have an iPhone 17 Pro Max, which we have said ad nauseum. So, and it's got the patina sort of thing going on here. And let's see, there's a TPU bumper in there that absorbs shock and protects for about 8 feet of drop. That might not seem like a lot, but how tall are you? Okay, this is apparently compatible with MagSafe and Qi 2 accessories, and there's even a recessed anchor point in here, so you can add one of those little, I don't know, carabiners or whatever at the end. So yeah, I guess all we really need is the price. And it's about $109, and it's available on the Nomad site now. So it's time to shift our focus to the next case. All right, and we got this last case here, the modern leather case. And it's got the Horween leather. And as far as like, oh, hello, this ain't the back. This is the whole thing, man. Look at that. Whoa, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. It's got a lot of cool stuff with it. So let's see here. I guess we should talk about some of the features. Well, maybe I should have led with this one because actually it has all the features that I've talked about with the other cases, like the Horween leather, the patina thing like that. It's got the button for the camera here, and it's compatible with all the MagSafe and Qi 2 enabled accessories. So yeah, I mean, shoot, at this point in time, I'm kind of at a loss for words. This is one of those times, like, I mean, the whole reason why I do video is so you can actually see the product I have rather than me just talk about it on my articles and stuff like that, which, by the way, you should read here because they're very interesting. Anyway, the price of this one is about $75 and available also on the Nomad site. All right, and last we have the Stand 1 Max, which I believe should be compatible with just about anything that is magnetically chargeable. And, oh yeah, look at this thing here. Okay, so you can see what this is designed for. This is made for, actually, is this made for like, okay, it says 3-in-1, so I'm assuming that generally when you see one of these things, they're made for the big 3. That is the big Apple 3. So you put your iPhone here, your Apple Watch here, and your AirPods probably on this pad to charge it. So am I seeing, all right, I'm seeing a place to plug in a USB-C here, and I'm seeing this thing of accessories. That's about all that's in the box here, so let's open this up. This should be pretty easy to set up, and I really hope it is because, well, this is one of the reasons why I do unboxing, and I usually don't look at the instructions before I do it, because it's like, that's the whole point, right? If I can just unbox it and then bam, it goes from 0 to working like in no time flat, which this might. As you can see, I've got a USB-C to USB-C, and I happen to have a spare USB-C port over here. So that's going to help us out a bunch. And we put this there, and then this goes here. And then we get our charging. Are we charging? Please? Okay, hang on a second. Okay, I gotta admit, this is a first for me. I don't really have the new iPhone here I could demonstrate this with. Normally when I use my Qi 2 enabled Samsung phone on something that's even designed for MagSafe, it usually is compatible. This is a first. I can't seem to get this to charge on here. So yeah, now this is a Samsung phone. Remember, I'm going to say, this is a Samsung phone. That's why it's not charging. So I don't want the takeaway of you to be like, oh, I guess it doesn't work. No, of course not. Do you think I get on my show to demonstrate products that don't work? Like, period. If a product comes to me and it doesn't work, I usually just assume, well, hey, that's the product. But yeah, and then they send me another one, and then I begin this process again. That's how that works. So, should you get this thing? Well, yeah, if you have that kind of capacity and you need that sort of thing, sure you should. But let's get some good facts straight about this thing. Okay, and the facts are these. Charges 2 times faster, and you can put your AirPods here. It's even got a little divot space for that. And and it's got a 15-watt charging, so that is very good. It's going to be very good for you and your Apple accessories. The best part is if you want to watch a film or something like that, you can turn it like this, and then you can be charging and watching, say, a video here, while you're doing that. You might as well. Or put the time there or something like that. There's a lot you can do with this, really. Okay, what you can't see here, maybe you can feel this. This is a weighted design. There's a high-quality metal and glass, weighs about 2 pounds, so basically it's strong there. It's not just going to tip over. I'd have to really try hard to tip this over, which is good. That means your devices are going to stay on. You're going to be able to have them charged. It's always about come on, we've all been there before where we think we've charged something and then we go to check it later and we found out the cable wasn't entirely plugged in or it wasn't quite centered on the charging, wireless charging thing. We've all been there. You need security. This will give it to you. Okay, you can get this for about $159 and it's available in a lot of actually different colors. Okay, maybe 2 colors. There's carbide, which is apparently this, and it's also white. So that'll match up with your Apple accessories because it seems like they love the white, don't they? Anyway, I think that concludes our Nomad review for this time. Hopefully we're going to see some more from them even before the holiday season, but if not, we'll have to track them down at some other time. And they are a company that puts out some constant great products here, and we love reporting on them, and we thank you for sending what you have. Anyway, this has been Mark Rollins from the Geek Church, signing off.